Good morning, everyone. This is your ICBA Daily News Update for today, Monday, November 20th, 2023. I'm going to talk to you today about three stories. By the way, I'm Jordan Bateman, Vice President Communications for ICBA. I'm going to tell you about three things today. I'm going to give you the heads up on how government spending is costing you thousands and thousands of dollars on your mortgage. We're going to talk about the demise, the extinction of single-family homes in British Columbia, and whether or not we can get our plastic straws back. For links to the sources of all this material, please visit ICBAindependent.ca. We would just post the media links here, but we can't on Facebook because of the Trudeau government's very foolish, very stupid online news act. All right, speaking of that foolish Trudeau government, in a very critical look at the Trudeau government's fiscal policy, a Scotiabank report came out over the weekend highlighting how the government's spending approach has contributed to the rise in inflation and consequently the increase in interest rates. So excessive government spending contributed to about 200 of the 475 basis points increase that the Bank of Canada has added to interest rates in recent months. So Bank of Canada has increased the interest rate 4.75 percentage points. About 2 percentage points of that 4.75 is because of excessive government spending. In short, the government's lack of fiscal responsibility has cost homeowners tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars in increased mortgage costs. And for people who are trying to assemble land in order to build housing, it's added millions onto the carrying costs of that land. The solution, of course, rein in the spending. Now, tomorrow, Tuesday, November 21st, the federal government comes out with their latest fiscal report. Wouldn't it be nice if they showed some fiscal responsibility? But if you're holding your breath for that from the Trudeau government, you've probably long since expired. All right, second story. Is the single-family home now an endangered species in British Columbia? The Eby NDP government just made a huge move by essentially ending single-family zoning. Now, in cities with more than 5,000 people, which is every city in the Lower Mainland, save probably Belcarra, Anmore, and Bowen Island, you can now build up to 6 homes on lots that used to be just for single-family houses. This is a massive shakeup because zoning is usually a local thing, but now the province is stepping in big time. They're saying, hey, we need more homes and fast, which sounds great, especially with so many people moving to BC. But this change comes with a lot of worries, many of which are now being expressed by local governments. People are concerned about how this will reshape their neighborhoods, how it will add more people and more cars, no matter what. You can have, even if with reduced parking and more transit service, you're still going to have more cars in these neighborhoods. It's going to drain services. Think of your electrical grid, already maxed out because of heat pumps and electric vehicle charging. How will it handle 6 times that amount of energy draw? And then what do you do about sewer, water, all of which was built for a very specific amount of density, and now will be forced to handle far more. At the NDP convention this weekend, ironically, David Eby tried to paint Kevin Falcon as in the pocket of big developers for opposing this measure. But guess who's happiest with this change? It's the developers. So I don't know if this will work. Time will tell, I guess. But we will be keeping a close eye on this move to end single-family zoning. You know us at ICBA, we want more housing supply. This theoretically should increase it, but it's got to be the right kind of housing, and we need this in massive quantities. I'm not sure that 4 or 6 lots or homes at a time sprinkled throughout will be anywhere close to what we need. All right. Finally, in a big loss to the virtue signalers within the Trudeau government, shout out Mr. Stephen Guilbeault, the Federal Court of Canada has struck down their 2022 plastics ban. That's the thing that outlawed things that we all relied on, like plastic straws and single-use plastic bags. This particular law lost on all 3 challenges it faced. The court decision said it was unreasonable to include plastic material as toxic under the Environmental Protection Act because guess what? It's not. It said the Environment Minister's refusal to have a board of review assess the risks of plastic materials was unreasonable. Again, Stephen Guilbeault putting his ideology ahead of the actual facts and outlawing this. And it found the federal government was overstepping its jurisdiction and the law was effectively unconstitutional. So yeah, strike 1, strike 2, strike 3, bye-bye stupid single-use plastics ban. The Trudeau government's probably hoping that they had this discredited law in place long enough to have snuffed out the single-use plastics business in Canada. If you can't manufacture these straws, if these straw manufacturers have closed down or the plastic bag manufacturers have closed down, then maybe they can get away with this. But I, for one, want my plastic back. Those paper straws are terrible. It's like melt in your mouth. Well, anyways, let's get our plastic back as quickly as possible. All right. That's it for today. Hope you guys all have a great week. I'll be back tomorrow with another ICBA news update.